Then I let me in the door. Then I gave your boy a chance, now the youngin' finna blow. It's a shame finna put the game in the figure four. Youngin' fresh from out that bottom.
Yo, welcome back to my channel. Before we get into it, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, man. You ain't gotta comment, but I do appreciate it if you hit the sub button if you're new. Now, in this video, I'm gonna be talking about Attack on Titan, but I'm particularly talking about my theory on how Mikasa knows that Eren is resetting time. Now, like I said countless of times, the biggest thing that Isayama has to clear up in the last 2 chapters of Attack on Titan is Mikasa saying see you later. The fact that she says that to Eren is fishy enough. And we all know when things are being said in the story of Attack on Titan, we can't just overlook what has been said. We have to take it for what it is. So when Mikasa says see you later to Eren, I feel like she literally means that she's going to see Eren later. Now, like I said countless of times, this timeline that we are seeing is not the original timeline. It's a timeline that Eren has manipulated to his benefit. And this correlates back to the time when him and Zeke went back in their father's memories and they had seen that the past was changing and it didn't make sense. And Zeke said that it's no way that the past could change because we wouldn't be where we're at if Grisha would have never took the power. But the thing is that the past was not changing. We was actually seeing the original timeline before Eren had changed it. And then once they got back to the paths, Eren said to Zeke, because of you, I now have this path. Why would Eren care about making sure that Grisha takes the power and give the power to Eren? Why would he care about that if that already happened to him? And the reason why he cares about that is because maybe he knows that something bad is going to happen. And when it happens, it's going to cause him to reset time. So when he does reset time and he wakes up under the tree in the first episode of the first season, Eren getting the power from Grisha will automatically happen because he made sure that it will happen in the other timeline where he just came back from. So Eren want the same events to happen. He want his mother to die again, because if his mother don't die, then this whole story would have been hella different, because he would have never had that hatred that he has now. He probably wouldn't even never have joined the Scouts if Karli was still alive. So yes, his mother dying was an event that needed to happen. And the fact that he did not change that, when he does have the power to change it, then yes, Eren killed his mother. He has something to do with it. And the fact that he has future memories of seeing Bertolt from Dinah's perspective, and the fact that she walked right past Bertolt. She walked past every pedestrian and then stopped at Eren's house and only ate Karla. And before eating Karla, she broke her back and then proceeded to eat her. Like, that's way beyond smart, even for a member of the royal family to become a Titan. Like, that's way beyond smart, you know? Even back in season 2, when Dinah's Titan literally sat there in front of Eren and Mikasa and allowed them to have a full-blown conversation in front of her, and then waited for Eren to heal. And then when Eren was ready to punch her hand, she reached her hand out, not in a grabbing type of motion, so she wasn't trying to grab him. She only reached out her hand to let him punch her hand so that he could come into contact with the power of the founder for a split moment. And like I said, that's out of the ordinary, even for an abnormal Titan who has royal blood. Low-key, anything that's out of the ordinary is probably most likely because Eren, from the future or from a different timeline, has changed those events to make sure that this happened. And if you want to think about it, this kind of answers the question on why Eren Kruger said to Grisha to basically save Armin and Mikasa. Maybe that was Eren Yeager's doing as well, because Eren Kruger didn't even know where those memories even came from. And if he truly was able to see into Grisha's future memories, then he shouldn't even have said, oh, I wonder whose memories are those. He should have specifically knew who memories they were. So what if it's just Eren Yeager just sending memories back just to make sure that all this shit happens? Just like when he touches Historia's hand. What if he's not actually saying into the future? What if he's just remembering the dream that he forgot in the first episode of the first season, which essentially is just his past life that he just came back from? So that's really fucking crazy to think about. But anyway, the one thing that I don't get right is that Eren is able to break all these cycles. Like, he helped Historia break the cycle of royals eating royals. And now he's trying to break the cycle of hatred by killing everybody, because if he stopped the rumbling, then that hate for the Eldians will always be there. So he cannot stop. So eventually he will break the cycle of hate that's toward Eldians. So he can break all those cycles, but why can't he break himself out of his own time loop? It's something that happens in WandaVision that Agnes say to Wanda. And it got me thinking about Eren and shit. And the thing that Agnes say to Wanda is that in order to move forward, you need to look back or go back. So why the fuck do Eren keep going back in order to move forward? Why can he no longer move forward after the rumbling? And the reason why Eren cannot move forward and is forced to go back in order to try to move forward again is because of whatever had happened with Mikasa before her saying see you later to Eren. Like, do she kill Eren after the rumbling? And if she does, then this is something that Eren just cannot accept. So he goes back and tries to move forward again. Now, the reason why I believe that Eren cannot accept the fact that Mikasa is going to kill him at the end is because Mikasa does the same thing in her OVA. And I'm going to talk more about her OVA because that's how I'm going to wrap everything up on how she knows about everything. Now, in her OVA, Lost Girls episode 3, and if you watch all the OVAs together, then it would be episode 8, which is the last episode of all the OVAs, right? Now, in Mikasa's OVA, it takes place in season 3 of part 2, like right before they go to retake Shiganshina back, right? She sees a butterfly that comes by her, and she remembers that day that Eren had died by trying to save Armin from that Titan. Not being able to accept the fact that Eren had died, she gets a message from her future self. And her future self is telling her that if she does not like this reality, she can always start over. And that kind of confirms that Eren has been reset in time. So it's not really a theory, it's kind of confirmed. So, if she does not like this reality, she can always start over. All she needs is a time and place. Like, where do she want to start over? For Mikasa, she starts over at the day that she met Eren. For Eren, whenever he resets time, he starts over at the day that he got woken up by Mikasa, right? Now, for Mikasa's case, after she resets time, she's changing events. She's changing the story. Just like how Eren is changing the story for his benefit. She's doing the same thing. She's changing the story to stop Eren from joining the Scouts so that he won't die. But at the end of the day, this motherfucker ends up dying anyway. But he ended up dying in a different way. Instead of pushing Armin out of the Titan's mouth and dying like that, in Mikasa's new reality that she just made in her head, Eren ends up dying from sacrificing himself by pushing Armin out of the hot air balloon that they was going to use to venture outside the walls. Because Mikasa changed the story and made the Scouts start to give up instead of fighting back against the Titans. They end up giving up and they closes the gate. By Eren wanting to be free and shit like that, him and Armin comes up with a plan to make a hot air balloon so they can venture outside the walls. But the hot air balloon did not get up high enough. They both was going to die. But Eren ended up pushing Armin out of the way so that he's the only one that dies. And by her realizing that she tried so hard to try to protect Eren from dying, she just accepts that he's going to die no matter what. So she accepts his death and ends up returning to her original reality. So what if Eren got to do the same thing? What if Eren just got to accept the fact that he dies at the end? Like, this shit is crazy. This shit is fucking crazy. And in Mikasa OVA, while in this new reality, she still knows about the events of her old reality that she just came from. But she plays along, acting like she does not know anything. So what if she's doing the same thing in this timeline that we're seeing, while she's playing along, knowing that she's the one that's going to kill Eren at the end? Just playing along, knowing that he's going to reset time. Because at the end of her OVA, she says that she knows that Eren is going to retake Shiganshina. She knows that Eren will see the ocean with his own eyes. She knows that once he take that March of Fate, aka the rumbling, that not even her or nobody will be able to stop him. Why the fuck is she thinking about those events when those events are nowhere near season 3 or part 2? Nowhere near. That's all in season 4. Like, how the fuck she know about that? It's because this bitch know that. Oh my fucking god. Like, oh my gosh, man. What the fuck, Isayama? Mikasa knows about everything because she's an Ackerman. So when Eren resets, she does not lose her memories. She remember all of the fucking history that they just went through. Oh my gosh. And she's the only one that remembers. What the fuck? Even when Carla dies, he literally says that this is happening again. You know? Like, oh my gosh, how didn't I catch that? And then I just realized something else. Even when she activates her Ackerman instincts, she says that she remembered seeing this scene play out time and time after again, but just turned a blind eye to it. So basically, she just acted like she didn't know anything. Oh my fucking gosh. Isayama, what the fuck? Bro, this is the end of the video, man. You ain't gotta comment, but I do appreciate it if you hit the sub button if you're new. And I'm out, bro.